back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, I am the Flutey Feminist, and each week I consult my Instagram followers to choose a video topic. Now, today's topic I suggested a few times over the last few weeks, and my sister really wanted me to do this topic. I don't know why. But I figured story times are fun. This one is pretty hilarious, but also extremely cringy. It's probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. So yeah, and it's part of a larger phenomenon that I have named #ClassicCaitlin. I wrote a blog post with a few stories, including this one. I'll link it down below. And #ClassicCaitlin is the phenomenon where stupid things happen to you. That's what it is. So really avoidable things, dramatic things, just really ridiculous, embarrassing things. So I know for a fact that whenever I will die, it will be through a #ClassicCaitlin type of event. Feel free to make it go viral, the hashtag after I die. That's fine by me. Anyways, this story has public embarrassment, piano benches, ambulances, and yes, dislocated kneecaps, but like just one dislocated kneecap. I guess content warning for embarrassing things / medical gross things. So yeah, the date was March of 2014. I was at Vanier College, which is a CJEP, which for those of you who don't know is like a pre-university thing. And it was March break, and I was working at Vanier for this high school band festival. So you had all these high school bands that would come and perform and get adjudicated and win prizes and stuff like that. So I was in charge of this small hall. It wasn't really a hall, it was like a large performance room. So it was very intimate. I was in charge of opening the door when we were ready to let the band in, then closing the door, and then I would go and announce to the very small audience what the repertoire was that they'd be playing. So the bands were pretty large, so there's a lot of people that were walking single file into the room every hour or half hour even. And I don't like spending energy. So I got kind of sick of like holding the door open myself as this band would file in. So I decided, there's like a couple piano benches in this room. I will use a piano bench to prop the door open so I don't have to like stand there holding it, because it was a pretty heavy door, to be honest. So I did that for a while. I would, carry the piano bench, put it in front of the door, let the band file in, and once they were done, I'd move the piano bench away and close the door. After a day and a half of doing this, I got even lazier, and I decided, well, I don't feel like moving the piano bench with my arms, from the door or in front of the door. So I just started moving it with my leg, just like pushing it out of the way, but like with my leg. And I guess after one too many times of moving these actually pretty heavy piano benches with my leg, they weren't the like just like basic wooden one. It was like the smaller, compact, like velvet, like heavy one. I don't know how to explain it. The one you can adjust the height with. So that was like heavier, I think. But yeah, after one too many times, I pushed the piano bench out of the way, basically like with my knee at this point, not even my foot, just like full on with my like thigh. And something felt weird, so I looked down, and my kneecap on my left leg had fully dislocated out of its socket, I guess. It was terrifying. I didn't immediately like feel that it happened. It was really when I looked down, that's when I like freaked out. I can't even explain to you. It was like the strangest feeling. Nothing like that had ever happened to me before. But I made like a weird yelling noise, and then I sat down on the piano bench and I started basically like hyperventilating freaking out. Again, it wasn't so much the pain. I mean, it felt painful, but at the same time, it was more like the shock of it. It was like, I would never in a million years have expected something like that to happen. Nothing like that had happened to me before. So, and like, keep in mind, the high school band was already in the room at this point, sitting down, about to play, waiting for me to come announce their repertoire. And there were like parents watching their kids about to play, and all of a sudden, this happens. So, you know, public embarrassment is always fun. But everyone was just like staring at me. I felt really nauseous from like the shock basically and the pain. I was really overwhelmed. I felt lightheaded. I thought I was gonna faint and puke at the same time. It was really embarrassing, and my hair was really long, so I was trying to like push it out of the way as I was hyperventilating. And like, thankfully people came to my aid. Everyone was very kind. But like, one parent was like, oh my God, this happened to someone else a couple of years ago. And I was like, I don't care right now, okay? Like, why are you telling me this? Not helpful. Anyways, someone ended up calling security, who ended up calling an ambulance. But thankfully, as I was freaking out after like a few minutes or so, my kneecap actually did slide back into place. But like, I cannot explain to you how gross it looked. Like, thankfully, I was wearing jeans, I was wearing pants. If I had seen that through my actual skin, I think I would have definitely puked. Like, for sure. But like, at least I had pants to kind of hide. As I'm thinking about it, it's so gross. Like, I just saw, you know, it was like just something jutting out of my pants, or like nudging my pants aside. So it definitely still looks like crazy, but I feel like if I had seen that just like from like without, if I was wearing like a skirt or shorts or something, wow, I would have been scarred for life. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm so grateful that it was March and still full on winter here, so I was wearing pants. Anyways, the paramedics arrived and took me in a stretcher through the school. They had to go literally throughout this super long hallway to get to like an appropriate exit where they could take the stretcher through. So I just went through, traveled through the school, saying hi to people like the queen on a stretcher. And then they took me to the hospital just to get it checked out and be safe. And I remember as I was being hauled on the stretcher through the entire school, I saw a friend of mine who's also working at the festival, and we also worked at a store together, and he had figured out what happened or saw what happened, I don't remember, and he was like, see you at work, and I was like, yep, see ya. In the end, everything was okay. The doctor was just like, just be careful, because the more times this happens, the easier it is for it to happen, and if you dislocate your kneecap enough times, then it'll kind of never really be able to stay in place again, so they'd have to do like a surgery to like nail it in place, and I was like, not gonna happen. I did have to wear like a brace to help it heal, and the thing that was weird is that I wore the brace, I don't remember the doctor really telling me for how long or whatever, but I feel like I overcompensated while I was healing, and so now it's actually my right leg, my other leg, or the knee itself, that's actually way less functional than my actually injured knee. Kind of weird. I like tried, there was a time period where a couple of years ago where I wanted to do like exercise at home, whatever, and I tried to do like the exercise where like you're lying down and you're doing like this with your legs. Don't know what that's called. And I like can't, it's like really hard for me to like fully stretch my right leg like properly. Like it always feels weird as my knee is like moving in that motion, even though it was my left knee that had the dislocation. So yeah, and the lesson that I hope you learn from my story is to never move piano benches with your legs. Even the like wooden, kind of long, slightly less heavy ones, just don't do it. I'm like so hyper aware of that since then. It's been years, but like I still always make sure like 99% of the time to like move heavy things or like awkward objects with my like hands and arms and not my legs. I very rarely like push things out of the way with my like foot or knee or whatever now because of this. So, and thankfully this has never happened since then. I have not re-dislocated any of my knees, thankfully. But yeah, that's my cringy story. The cringiest part is that it happened in public, truly. I've had other cringy moments, but they have happened while no one was watching, so that's good. Yeah, it is literally the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. And when I was telling my sister that I'd finally tell the story on YouTube, she was like, wow, like honestly, the weirdest shit happens to you. And I was like, you know what? It's just true. I have other stories. As I said, check out the blog post below. You'll see for now 2 other stories under the hashtag Classic Caitlin phenomenon. I'll probably make videos about those as well. But yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope you laughed a few times. I can laugh now. I can definitely laugh at myself. At the time, it was just... I bet like when I called my dad to like tell him what was happening, he probably just literally just went like, fuck, again. Like, so many cringy things have happened to me. Oh my god. I feel bad for my family. Anyways, thank you for watching. And make sure to like and share this video. We all need a good laugh. The world, I mean, has always been, but is really like on fire right now. So make sure to laugh about me with your friends. I truly don't mind. And leave a comment. Have you dislocated your knee, or like something similar has happened to you, or what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you? Because I like to commiserate. And also you can follow me on all the social media. It's always linked in the description box below. And today's fun fact, which I give you at the end of the video to make sure, not to make sure, but to reward you for watching, is that I have never actually broken a bone. So yes, today's video was about the fact that I dislocated my kneecap, but I have never actually broken a bone, never been in a cast or anything like that. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. You can do so by clicking up there. My flute performance channel is right over here, and right up there is my latest video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a flutey feminist day.